So if you're looking to retire in Montevideo, Uruguay, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to go over the pros and cons of retiring in Montevideo, Uruguay. First of all, where is Montevideo, Uruguay? Well, it is a neighboring country to Brazil and Argentina. It's about a 2.5-hour boat ride back there from Montevideo to Buenos Aires, Argentina. So first, I'm going to go over the pros. It's a very high quality of life here. Literally walking around for 5 days, you can definitely feel the quality of life here. Uruguay is often considered one of the safest places in all of Latin America. It's also very, very clean. That was one thing that we noticed right off the bat after driving into Montevideo from the airport. It was like being back home in Canada or the US. Next, the affordable cost of living. I did another video on the cost of living in Montevideo right up here. But for the sake of this video, the cost of living, generally speaking, is a lot lower than what you're going to pay in Canada or the United States of America. Next, if you're retiring anywhere, you want to look at healthcare. And the healthcare system here is awesome. Uruguay boasts a very well-regarded healthcare system and Medicare facilities. Now, in Montevideo, the climate is quite mild. It's warm in the summer and mild in the winter. Right now, we are in March 2025. It's quite windy, as you can probably hear on the microphone. It's relatively cold in the mornings and warmer in the afternoons. It's not like Central America or the tropics, but it is very, very doable without a hoodie or a heavy jacket. And we heard last week was about 40 degrees Celsius, which is about high 90s or even in the hundreds. Uruguay boasts some of the best beaches. So you've got Punta del Este, beautiful beaches. It's kind of like old Miami. In Montevideo, they've got quite a few beaches from these drone shots. As you can see, yellowish base sand, and although the water can be quite cold because it is river/ocean water, another big plus is the rich culture. When you come here, you definitely notice how much culture and how people integrate here. It's really a great sight. You definitely feel like you're in Italy or Spain, not really in South America anymore. And another huge perk, if you're retiring here, is the tax benefits for retirees. For more on the tax benefits in Montevideo, I did a video with Carlos from Engel & Volker's Montevideo where he talks about this right here. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the cons. Biggest con, I would say, is possibly the language barrier. Although a lot of places they do understand English, they might not speak English back to you very well. They do sometimes speak it. It's not as much as you would get in Mexico or in Panama, but it is prominent. So that is why it's a con, because not everybody does speak English. A con is it's a much slower pace of life. We noticed walking around, it was almost like an eerie feeling. Nobody is around. You're walking around and you're like, well, where is everybody? At nighttime, literally past like 9 o'clock, it's like everything is closed except for the restaurants. It's kind of a weird feeling because it's a much slower pace of life. Next, limited job opportunities. There's just not a lot of job opportunities if you're a foreigner coming here to retire. Now, if you're looking to import, export, or get things that you would get back in the United States or Canada, things can really, really vary in price because we are in South America. And last but not least, public transportation. So now the buses, they are prominent. You do see them. They run for about $1 each way, but they don't always come. And sometimes when it's windy like this, it is kind of cold. So you could be sitting there for a while. They do have Ubers and they do have taxis. Ubers are relatively cheap, but that can add up. If you're doing an Uber here, an Uber back, an Uber here, an Uber back, it can get expensive. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what your biggest takeaway was for Montevideo, Uruguay. And please watch these other videos about Montevideo.